Aircraft maintenance organisation. Organisations involved in the maintenance of aircraft must be approved in accordance with the Part 145 Implementing Rules of the Continuing Airworthiness Regulatory Framework. In this presentation, we will be exploring the remit of an approved aircraft maintenance organisation from an airworthiness perspective. In particular, we will be answering the following 4 questions. 1. What is the fundamental goal and objectives of the organisation? 2. What are the key functional areas of the organisation? 3. How do the key functional areas translate into the basic organisational structure? And 4. What are the mandatory occurrence reporting obligations of the organisation? Right, let's get started. From an airworthiness perspective, what is the fundamental goal and objectives of an aircraft maintenance organisation? As indicated in the first presentation of this series, the fundamental goal of an aircraft maintenance organisation is to preserve or restore the airworthiness of aircraft through maintenance, and to be able to substantiate this. In order to attain this goal, the organisation needs to achieve the following fundamental objectives. 1. To set up and manage the maintenance inventory and supply chain. 2. To establish a maintenance production plan based on the customer's requirements. 3. To execute the maintenance to plan and issue an aircraft certificate of release to service. And 4. To capture and manage the maintenance records. What are the key functional areas of the organisation? According to the management requirements of Part 145, there are 3 key functional areas. 1. Aircraft maintenance management, which is directly linked to and entails the previously stated fundamental goal and objectives. 2. Compliance monitoring, which entails the verification of the organisation's compliance with all the pertinent requirements of Part 145. And 3. Safety management, which entails the identification of safety hazards and the management of safety risks associated with the organisation's operations. How do the key functional areas translate into the basic organisational structure? This schematic diagram represents the translation of the key functional areas into the basic organisational structure. Let's work our way through the diagram from the right to the left. The safety manager is responsible for the execution of the safety management function. Depending on the size and complexity of the organisation, he or she may be supported by safety management staff. The compliance manager is responsible for the execution of the compliance monitoring function. Again, depending on the size and complexity of the organisation, he or she may be supported by compliance monitoring staff. The maintenance manager is responsible for the day-to-day oversight of the maintenance operations. The raw and consumable materials, as well as replacement parts and components required for maintenance, are normally sourced and procured from other organisations such as the TCH, OEMs and approved vendors, and the maintenance inventory and supply chain staff are responsible for setting up and managing this. The maintenance production planning staff are responsible for translating the customer's requirements into a clear roadmap to facilitate the effective and efficient completion of the requested maintenance. The maintenance and certifying staff are responsible for completing and signing off the maintenance tasks done and for releasing the aircraft back to service following the completion of all required tasks. The maintenance records staff are responsible for capturing and managing the maintenance records to substantiate the completed maintenance. And finally, the accountable manager is ultimately responsible for the management system of the organisation. We have just published our free core competence professional development framework for aircraft maintenance organisation personnel, which provides further information about personnel responsibilities and offers practical guidance on associated competence requirements. Please refer to the video description for details about how to access your free copy of this framework. What are the mandatory occurrence reporting obligations of the organisation? The organisation is obligated to report any identified condition of an aircraft or component which endangers flight safety to 1. the competent authority of the aircraft's state of registry, as well as the competent authority of the operator, if different. And 2. The organisation responsible for the type design or supplemental type design. This is referred to as a mandatory occurrence report, or MOR. It basically triggers actions that ultimately ensure the continued airworthiness of the type design, and by implication, the continuing airworthiness of all in-service aircraft based on the type design, via maintenance. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you found this presentation useful, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification button to ensure you're informed when we release the next video in the series. Feel free to also like the video and share your thoughts in the comments section if you have any. Thanks again.